boxing, man. You should be trying to find a way out. Not being content in your own destruction. Trying to decorate your hell. Trying to make do. Scriptures talk about sighing and crying. That's how you should be. Not seeking your life in your oppression. It's foolishness, man. They said, gold and silver make the foot stand sure, but counsel is esteemed above them both. Riches and strength lift up the heart, lift up the man. But the fear of Yahweh is above them both. Right? Because your riches is not going to deliver you in that time. Your riches is not going to circumference you with deliverance. The scripture says, set not your heart on your goods, man. There was a parable about the rich man that had many goods, and he built bigger barns to keep all his goods. Let not him that glory in his riches. But remember, you're like the grass that withereth away, man. You gotta remember the Most High in the time of your youth, before the evil days draw not, man. Evil times is coming, and the vast majority of you so-called black people are gonna be swept away in that madness when it comes. The famine. In the famine, man. When there's no food or water being sold in your supermarket, you can't go to the grocery store or go to these markets for food because they're not going to be selling it no more because of the famine. Famine is coming to the UK. It's already in America right now. Food prices are skyrocketing over there. You can't even import certain produce, man, on the shelves because of the shipping delays and the drought in California that's wasting away their crops, their fruits and vegetables. Famine is on the rise, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse, man. And the 2/3 of you so-called blacks and Latinos, you're going to pine away in your sins in that time. And the funny thing is, the Most High are going to be laughing at you, man. And the heavenly angels are going to be laughing at you. Repent, man, repent. You say, there is no want in the fear of Yahweh, Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, and it needeth not to seek help. Right? Because we already have our rest in Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai. We don't need no help. Okay? From this government, man. Read that again. There is no want in the fear of Yahweh, and it needeth not to seek help. That's right. The scripture said we overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Meaning we don't need to seek help from the government or consent to his chip, his CHIP, or his JAP. We don't need any of that, because we know exactly where we're going. That narrow path, man, that shineth more and more and more into that great day, man. That's our hope. Our hope is in him that saveth us. We believe in Yahweh, the white Jesus. You're doing good. We get that. So it says Ecclesiasticus 34 verse 13. The spirit of those that fear Yahweh shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. That's right. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord. To whom doth he look, and who is his strength? For the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from heat and a cover from the sun at noon, a preservation from stumbling and a help from falling. Read that part again. Verse 15. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth Yahweh. To whom doth he look, and who is his strength? Right. So who are we looking to? Are we trusting in the shadow of Egypt? The scripture said to depart from the shadow of this world, man. And to trust in the living power. Right. This is right, verse 15. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth Yahweh. To whom doth he look, and who is his strength? Right. Let me start from verse 14. No, verse 13. The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them. Psalms 33 verse 18. Behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Right, the Most High's eyes are going to be upon us, man. To guide us, to deliver us, to protect us. To lead us, man, out of all temptations and troubles to come. But can the two-thirds of you so-called blacks and Latinas, can you say the same? What are you looking to? What are you hoping in? Don't try and say you're hoping in the Most High, because you don't, man. You honor him with your mouth, but your mind is far from him. A generation of liars, man. A generation of children that will not hear the words of this book. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. We start from verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. Right, so it says, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, man. So if you don't trust in the Most High, he's not going to bring the secrets of this knowledge to you. He's not going to cast his pearls before you, because you're swine. And really it's because the Most High doesn't want you to learn the truth. He doesn't want to convert and heal you. Because you just wasn't chosen. This is how it goes. That's our brothers, you receive this truth. Count yourself blessed. It says that blessed is he. It says, did that again, man? Shit. And it says Ecclesiasticus 34 verse 15. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. To whom doth he look, and who is his strength? We're looking to Yahweh, man. Yahushai. Our hope is in him. At the end of the day, we got nothing else. You tried everything else. You tried public speakers, marchings, protesters, public speakers, marching all the way to Parliament, asking for reparations. You tried Black Wall Street. You tried establishing your own businesses. Post offices, groceries, cinemas, hospitalities. You tried all that. And look at us still. Still the hurt of our people has not been healed. There's no bomb in Gilead. There's no bomb in Brixton. There's no bomb in Babylon. The very word Babylon, or the very word America, excuse me, means bitter. The bitterness of slavery, of your servitude, of your captivity. This is what this place is ought to remind us of. We're supposed to be celebrating in the land of your captivity. What the hell are you celebrating about? The hell are you dancing about? The hell are you feasting about? Your oppressor is still ruling over you. Dominion over your bodies. Laughing at you, man. You have a low self-esteem in this place. There's nothing to make festive about, make merry about. While these people still have the leg over on you. How are we gonna get out of this? How are we gonna get saved out of this? When are we gonna have our own government? When are we gonna have power in this earth to rule over these other people? These are the questions you're supposed to be posing, not only to yourselves, but to us. And we will provide you with the answer. And when you say, blessed is he who hope in the Lord, man. Because what else are you supposed to be looking to? Or hoping for? He is our last stand, man. The Most High has made it where he's cut off everything and had our backs against the walls and set us, the apostles, last, as it were, appointed to death. We're the last hope of our people, whether you realize it or not. Who are you hoping for? Kevin Samuels? You think that guy, that sweet guy is going to save you and fix so-called black people's problems? You think Dr. Umar Johnson's going to help you? You thought Sasha Johnson's going to help you, and look what happened to her. She's dead now. And she's not coming back until the kingdom is established. Shahrazad Ali, you thought she'd help you. Farrakhan, excuse me. You think that guy's going to help? That guy's not going to help you. Because he's got that pride in him. Your pastors, Geno Jennings, even guys within this truth, IUIC, Nathaniel, we get on those guys because those guys are making offenses contrary to the truth. Trying to say you can call the Most High whatever you want to call it. And there's nothing else more further than the truth than that. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth Yahweh. Let's go back. Blessed is the soul of him. Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. Faithful in love. Where is the love that the Most High has given to us? You might say the laws and commandments, but deeper than that is his truth. You don't give a gift to somebody that you don't love. You give a gift to somebody, that's a signal of love, of favor. You give a gift unto somebody that you respect. If you're out here giving gifts unto everybody, then you're down free. Because we're living in wicked times, man. Some people might reward the good that you do for them with evil, man. You gotta know who you're doing good to. That you be rewarded for the benefits that you've given. You give a gift unto certain individuals that you find to be valuable to you. People that you would consider to be friends. Trustworthy friends. You have to have a sense of character, dignity, to have some substance to their character. And who would that be? That would be the elect, man. That would be the elect. 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So you might receive the truth and not be saved, man. Dig that. You can receive the truth and not be saved and still be destroyed. It said that you might be saved. That's why the elder apostles always refer to us as being the hopeful elect. Because our salvation depends on hope. We have faith. That you receive not the love of the truth. The Most High will manifest his truth unto his saints, man. Them that trust in him, that think upon him with a good mind. We have a lot of our people that don't believe in the Most High, or they don't believe on him in truth. They're trying to limit his power. What? God can't hate. God can't do this. God can't do that. Trying to limit his power, trying to say what he can and can't do. Who are you to say that? Why would he create nations just to enslave them? Because he can do all his pleasure. His arm is not shortened, man. He can reach, man, and accomplish whithersoever he please. So it said in verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Right, because our people take pleasure in this world, in this system. This is all about the promotion of folly, of pleasure, and sexual, freedom. Doing as thou wilt. And you have a lot of our people that take pleasure in this conversation. What do you think the end of them will be? So it says, but we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because the Most High have from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. I've chosen you to be faithful in this love, man. What do you think Solomon was talking about in the Song of Solomon? I'll bring you into my mother's house, cause you to drink of spiced wine, the juice of my pomegranate, that you would be as our brother, to suck the breast of my mother. That we be united in the love of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And love talking about love working no ill to his neighbor. See, you have to be taught love. Love is not some emotion that is emanates from your heart, man. Your emotions. Because that's feminine. That's feminine, man. That type of love, you know, the love of this world. It's all about feelings, how you feel. Feelings. That's not love, man. That's a treacherous type of love. You can love something today and just why not hating on tomorrow. That's not love. True love is action. How you treat your neighbor. You treat your neighbor like how you would treat yourself.
Yes, brother, yeah.
You know? So people in this society have been deceived even on that note. On how to show love. Love has to be taught. You have to train, especially our people. The level of hate that exists inside our people towards themselves and towards one another, you have to systematically train our people how to love even themselves. And you have to receive this truth. Free your mind, give you rest and peace, man. More the demons that are possessing our people, man. The curse that's on us. That's part of that healing process, man. Our people need healing. This is the balm. This is the ointment that our people need. Because your wound is grievous, man. The Most High brought this wound upon you. Because of your rebelliousness, man. That rebel spirit that our people have. You see it right now. Doing as they please. Repent, though. Telling me to calm down. Oh, we've been sent to curse you niggas out, man.
Things can be blotted out.
Telling me to calm down. You repent, man. And the sooner our people repent, the sooner we calm down.
That's right.
Then we'll calm down.
That's right.
Our people. Love is taught, man. It's taught. Let me get that. So it said, go back in Wisdom of Solomon 3, verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. And such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. Right. So we got to be faithful in our ministry, man. Towards our people. If you love me,
Feed my commandments.
feed my sheep.
That's right.
Keep my commandments too.
That's, well, one and the same.
Right. We curse you so-called black people out because we love Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
We commanded you. And to not be dismayed at your faces. Because you've got an unbelief in you, man. That faithlessness. Why? Because the majority of you are swine. But we're here to prophesy unto you anyway, unto you dry bones anyway.
That's right.
So it said, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. Right? Shall abide with him. You're going to abide with us. You're going to sup with us. Here's our resting ground. In fact, let me get this real quick. Just going to get that precept. Where is it? It's in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls.
That's right.
But they said, we will not walk therein. See, our people don't want no rest, because they already found their rest in this world, man. It says, stand ye in the ways, stand ye in these ways, and ask for the old paths, man. Like I said before, how are we going to get out of this situation? Are we going to ever gain power in the earth again?
That's right.
How long are we going to be serving these so-called white people?
That's right.
How long are these Arabs going to be teaching our people that Quran nonsense?
That's right. That's right.
How long are we going to be hating one another and killing one another? How are we going to come together and get together and find a way out of this shit?
And unify as one people.
It's going to say, you're meant to ask. You're meant to be in the spirit of asking questions.
That's right.
How this? When? Like Ezra said, when? When shall be the sign of the end? When? You should be in the spirit of asking questions, man. Not in the spirit of
mirth.
Simplicity, man.
Yeah.
How long are you simple ones going to allow simplicity?
Yes.
Our people, man. Sottish children. Foolish. And your enemy is the serpent. Wiser than the sheep. And docile. And the Most High showed mercy by sending his prophets, man, that will feed you with knowledge and understanding, will feed you with the way that you should walk therein. To find rest for your souls.
To forewarn you and to arm you with knowledge of the scriptures.
Against your enemies.
That's right.
That's how I prepared for you a table in the midst of my enemies, man.
That's right.
That's what David said.
That's right.
Thou preparest the table for me in the presence of my enemies. If I'm not mistaken.
That's right. They don't understand about the Psalms 83, the crafty counsel. They don't understand what they're up against.
Right.
They really don't.
Right. So it says, and ye shall find rest for your souls, but they said, you will not walk therein. Let me find out the word rest, man. You know, Jeremiah 6 verse 16. The word rest. Yeah, this means it says rest. That's it. A place of rest. Right. Because this is your refreshing point, man. It's like an oasis in the midst of the desert, man.
That's right.
This is what this is. When you come up here, you get the answers. That's why we're going to feed you.
That's right.
That's why they call food, what they call it, refreshments.
Refreshments, exactly, yeah.
Food
and water,
refreshments. The refreshments is over there.
That's right, that's right.
This guy's over there. You know, come up here, we're going to refresh you.
And that's why the scriptures is likened to the bread of life and to the water of life too.
That's right.
So it is refreshing.
Refresh
soul, yeah.
for your soul, man.
That's right.
Give you all the nutrients that you need for your spiritual bones, your spiritual mind.
That's right.
Renewed day by day.
Converting the dry bones into a living, breathing man.
Moistening your skin, giving you that spiritual omega-3.
That's right.
Spiritual omega-6. Right? That's right. So what did Yahweh Shai say? Hold on, let me get that real quick. Of Matthew chapter 11 verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
That's right. That's right.
Take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
That's right.
For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Yeah, you gotta take this yoke, man. You gotta put your head into these fetters and walk with this truth, man. Because this truth will test you at first, right? Make you feel uneasy, make you feel crazy, make you feel like you're doing something foolish, right? You're gonna find yourself solitary, in solitude. But if you stand by it, if you got that faith, the Lord will give you the increase. And if you trust in this wisdom, the wisdom gonna trust you and walk with you and give you the increase, man. And you gonna grow like calves of the store. You're gonna grow, man. And understand the breadth, the depth, the height, and the stature of this truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. So, right, so let's go back. Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. Right? You're going to be punished according to your imaginations. Why? Because, as I read before, dreams lift up fools, man. And he that follow after a dream is like him that catcheth at a shadow, man, and chaseth after the wind.
That's right.
That's our people. Chasing after vanities, man.
The dream chasers.
Look at them, man. Look at our people. Going to the gym, thinking about making money, right? Or whatever vanities that are lodging within their minds, man.
So why they want to stay there?
It says the way of a man seemeth right to him, but the ways thereof are the ways of what? Death, man.
Death and destruction.
So it says, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. Right? The scripture says you despise wisdom and nurture. We're nurturing you, man. This right here, we are literally the symbols of the Most High's love towards you.
That's right.
The Most High wouldn't have sent us if he didn't love you, man.
That's right.
If you want to have you destroyed, he wouldn't have sent us out. He wouldn't have put the spirit upon us, man. Yahweh Shai wouldn't have came. Wouldn't have died.
That's right.
Would not have imparted the gift of faith if he hadn't loved you, man. If he wasn't merciful. The Most High made stipulate. He compromised his own covenant, man, just for you. Because really, the Lord should have destroyed. I said before, the Lord should have destroyed us as a nation, man.
That's right.
The way we're going, should have destroyed us. Because that's the covenant.
That was the blood oath that our people took as a nation.
Right.
To serve and to keep the commandments and to keep the faith. And we broke the covenant many, 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 many times.
That's right.
And he still gives us grace.
That's right. He still compromised his covenant just for us, man. And then you say, when has he loved us? Foolish, man. And unwise.
The fact that we're still here.
No knowledge, no water in your vessel.
No logic.
Empty.
No, exactly.
No sense, man. So what are you saying?
No, I was just saying that the fact that we're still here, the fact that there's a remnant of us still here, is proof of the love of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because by rights, we shouldn't be here.
Right, because exactly. Now when you said that, I was thinking about when Yahweh said, I will be with you even unto the end of the world, man.
That's right. That's right.
Showing that we have this spirit, we're still out here prophesying.
That's right.
Shows us that the Most High is still with us, man. His Holy Spirit is still with us. He's still dealing with us as a people. That's an evident signal or sign, right? Let me get that. That's an Nehemiah 9 verse 30. Yet many years didst thou forbear them, and testified against them by thy spirit in thy prophets.
That's right.
Yet would they not give ear, therefore gavest thou them into the hand of the people of the lands. That guy's diligent, man.
He's a diligent bugger, I know. Diligent bugger.
He's diligent, man. Demons are diligent, man.
They really are.
Demons are diligent, but you've got guys in the truth that aren't diligent. But then you've got demons that are diligent.
I'm persistent.
You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed.
It is a shame.
The demons are diligent, man. The deceivers are diligent. The pastors and the Muslims, they're diligent. You got guys in the truth that keep. I mean, you can get weak because we're in the flesh, but
Yeah.
you
We have to rise
pushing,
up.
man.
You can't remain in the sin. You have to rise up.
You gotta keep pushing, man.
Because in Revelations it states that you could be hot or cold, but not lukewarm.
You can't, yeah.
So choose to be hot. The demons are cold, but don't be lukewarm. Don't be
lukewarm.
piggy in the middle.
Can't be lukewarm,
No.
man. That was the church that was in Asia Minor.
That's right. Yeah, because we brought out the 7 churches, South Cross. You're right. What's the church name?
Right. Revelation 3 verse 14.
Check it out.
And unto the angel of the church of Laodiceans write, these things saith the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of the Most High, which is Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
That's right.
I would thou wert cold or hot.
That's right.
So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot,
Lord.
I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked, man. See,
That's right.
that's why Paul, with that letter to Timothy, says, charge them that be rich in this world, man.
That's right.
That they be not high-minded.
That's
man.
right. Because it leads to that, to pride.
They're not
Start
the rich
relying
man.
on your money.
Right. Because it's a defense, man.
It absolutely is.
It's a defense. In fact, I read that before, how the riches is hold on. Wait a minute, wait. Yeah, that's it. Ecclesiasticus 40 verse 25. Gold and silver make the foot to stand sure. Yeah, so I'm not saying that don't use money. You use money to finance the roof over your head.
That's right.
The scripture says, not abusing the world, man. Using it, but don't set your mind upon it.
That's right.
Because the scripture says, where your treasure is, that's where your heart will be also. And where your heart is, that's where your treasure will be.
That's right. That's right. And it also
But your
says-
treasure is supposed to be the fear of the Lord. It told you that in Isaiah 33. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
That's right.
We read that says, gold and silver make the foot to stand sure, but counsel is esteemed above them both. So counsel is worth more than gold and silver. Because I wear silver. I like silver, man.
Yeah, me too.
I got silver.
Me too.
I buy it from that guy at Brixton Recreation Center, man. He's cool. He's a
Okay.
Jake. He owns the whole store. He owns the whole jewelry.
Okay, all right, I'll check it.
And I like silver. I like it more than gold. It looks better on me than gold.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it won't save you.
No. Because the scriptures say to store up your treasures in heaven, where they won't rot or where moths won't eat them.
Right. You know what I mean? So it says, riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both. That's right. That's right, man. Right, so the church that was in Laodicea, that was the worst of all the seven churches. That was the worst of them all.
Exactly.
Because all of them, they were good in some aspects.
Exactly.
They were going off in some aspects, right? But they were Yahushua did compliment those churches and where they were doing good. But Laodicea, that was the worst of them all, man.
Was that one of the churches in Greece?
Yeah, in Asia Minor.
Asia Minor.
They were all in Asia Minor.
Yeah.
In Lydia.
Like modern day Turkey / Troy or Greece.
It's more to the west of Turkey.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's where the seven. That's why I said the seven churches of Asia Minor. Yeah, absolutely. So let me just.
I've got it in my Bible. I've got a Bible map and it shows it.
Yeah. Hold on. This is
Look, you could show it to the thing if you want.
Yeah, put it.
So
Closer.
yeah. So you could point it out.
Laodicea right there, see?
Yeah.
Asia
There you go.
Asia Minor,
Yeah, there you go.
Laodicea,
There you go.
right? That was the worst of them.
That was
You
the
had
worst of the bunch.
Pergamos,
Yeah. Yep.
Thyatira.
There you go.
Thyatira
Lydia.
was known for his dyeing organization that dyed certain fabrics, and one of the woman who her household actually became the church in Philippi,
Right.
which is in Philippi.
There you go. Yeah.
Her name was Lydia.
That's right.
In Acts chapter 16,
Yeah.
she originally came from Thyatira.
Lydia. And Lydia's here.
Right there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. See that? Lydia.
And Philadelphia's here too. Right where your finger is. Look.
You see that?
Philadelphia.
And Lydia was an ancient kingdom.
That's right.
Ancient. Goes
That's
back even like 1,000 years prior to Yahushua.
That's right.
Right? But became a province in the Persian Empire, and then became a province in when Alexander took over.
That's right.
The Greek Empire.
That's right.
Right? And so that's Thyatira.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Sardis, that was actually the rich. I think that was the wealthiest cities. I think that's the capital of Lydia.
Yeah,
that's the capital.
Yeah,
of Lydia.
it was. You brought out.
Sardis.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You have Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm.
Laodicea. That was the worst of them.
That was the worst of the bunch. And then over here's Galatia. So that's the church in Galatia.
Right. See that?
And here is Antioch.
See that?
So
Yeah, there you go. That's where we were
yeah.
first called Christians.
That's exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And that's Pamphylia there too.
See that? See what it is?
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's actually great.
Yeah, man. This
Let me take a
Bible is
picture. Let me take a picture.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to report you to Jeffrey Muhammad.
Okay.
You know who he is?
No. Who's that?
He's my old solicitor. What does this?
He is your old solicitor?
My old solicitor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You got it, yeah?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah,
Hold on.
right.
What's this?
This is other parts. So this is Illiquium. You might as well get more.
Yeah.
Wait, there's more.
That's deep. Did you get it? Go back. Go back to the last
Yeah,
one.
sorry.
Yeah. So put that for the camera.
You are in, yeah.
See it? Yeah. That's what it is. For the camera.
And notice the bit of the continent that they call Africa. It's just this little bit here. So this is what Leo Scipio conquered. That little bit there next to it was Libya at one time.
Hold
See
on,
it?
wait there. Let me see if I can do it. Hold it. Let me put this down. Yeah, there. Yeah. Africa. See that Africa?
That
right
little
there?
bit there, yeah.
See how people gotta know these things, man. See that? So that's Laodecia right there. Right. So that's all. This is all. That's Turkey.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And that was the Byzantine Empire too. It became the Byzantine Empire.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So our people gotta know these maps.
Exactly.
In order to have an understanding.
Exactly. And the ancient terms too.
Exactly. Yeah, we saying cool. You know what I mean? Right. So yeah, but Laodicea, right, was the worst, man.
Yep. The worst of the world.
And they are lukewarm. So the Most High
Exactly.
requires what? That you quench not the spirit.
That's right. That's right.
That's why the scriptures talk about coveting to prophecy, man. Being on your watch.
That's right. Because we're watchmen.
Exactly. And that's the problem that Yahweh Shai had with the church at Sardis, man. That they were dead in their works, man. They had a name, but they were dead in their works. They weren't on fire, man, about this truth. You have to be on fire about this truth. You gotta know that there's no other way, but there's nothing else matters except this truth. There's only one way. Everything else is lies. Deceit, man. Right. So it said, verse 18 in Revelations 3:18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich. So that's the real riches. The gold that's tried in the fire. The true fire, the nuclear fire, is this truth, because the scripture says the word of the Most High abideth forever. Everything else is going to wither away.
That's right.
When the nuclear flames hit this place, everything is going to melt. All the works therein shall be burned up. But they who have this word abiding in them, they shall what? Abide forever. Whosoever believeth in Yahweh Shai shall have everlasting life, man. So this is the real gold that's tried in the fire.
That's right. That's right.
The truth that shall endure forever.
That's right. And also the hopeful elect.
That's right.
They're the gold walking around on the earth right now.
Exactly.
And we're getting tried through the fire right now as we speak.
Right. He said he have care for his elect.
That's right. Shalom, shalom.
You know, I didn't bring the chair because I didn't think he was going to come, you know. You know? So this is the scripture said the words of the Lord are tried 7 times, man.
That's right. And it also says a righteous man falls 7 times and rises back up.
Exactly. Why? Because he has... Why does he rise back up? Because the Spirit of the Most High is still dealing with him, man. He's got that fire. Like Jeremiah. When Jeremiah, he didn't want to prophesy no more. Because he hated you niggas, man. Because you're so hard-headed you don't get it, and you don't trust that we have the truth. But what it said, that fire was burning inside of him, man. So he couldn't help but teach. Jeremiah 20, verse 9. In fact, let me start from Jeremiah 20, verse 8. For since I spake, I cried out, I cried violence and spoil, because the word of Yahweh was made a reproach unto me and a derision daily. Right, because Jeremiah was being laughed at daily for prophesying, for teaching this word, man. For bringing that, for distributing this gold to our people, for distributing this word, man. He was mocked at daily by the majority of our people. And I feel that every time I come out here in the highways, you see the looks on our people's faces when we teach this word in confidence. They don't believe. Then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in my heart as a burning fire, shut up in my bones, and I was weary with forbearing, and I could not stay. Right. Man, if the Most High has chosen you to be a prophet, who can but prophesy? You're going to do the work, man. You're going to prophesy no matter what comes your way, no matter.
That's right.
You could be made homeless, man. You might stand in the street butt naked prophesying, man. Just like Isaiah. Yeah. You might prophesy naked, man. Because you don't care, because there's nothing else in this truth. Everybody else in this world has been deceived. The things that our people believe, dreams, catching after a shadow. Things that won't profit them, man. And they think the things that we believe in is not going to profit them. And they say that. This word burned inside Jeremiah like a fire. And the Most High will make these people wood and burn them. Why? Because they're not of the elect. But this word, when it's been told to a member of the elect, it's going to purify him and make him shine 10 times brighter. But now, as soon as one that's unlearned come up and he hear the word, he offended because it burned him.
It cuts him to the marrow and the soul.
Right. A discerner of the thoughts and
sword.
intents of the heart, man.
That's right.
Showing that he's wicked. As soon as the devil take away that which is sown in him and he run his ass down the road, man. Why? Because he's not worthy. Let's get that.
Did you sleep with a white man and had sex by a white man? I'm like, no. You are sleeping with a white man.
Where's that one, man? That's that devil.
That's that Jezebel spirit, that false doctrine.
Yeah. Yeah, Psalms 12 and 6. Sees that spirit, man.
Wow.
Believe in Jesus.
Wow.
This is an empty doctrine. It has no substance to it. Just believe in Jesus. Why? What is it? What's going to accompany that if I believe in Jesus? You know what I'm saying? This is Psalms 12 verse 6. The words of Yahweh are pure words.
That's right.
As silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Yahweh. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. Right, who's that? Who's going to be preserved? The elect. It says he has care for his elect. Okay. Right. So going back to Revelations 3, verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich. So
right.
this word is likened unto silver, gold.
That's right. And we are that gold that's tried in the fire.
That's right. That thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear.
That's right.
And anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. Right, because that church was blinded by their riches, man.
That's right.
See, that's what happens when you have riches and other things in front of this truth. It's like a stumbling stone, man.
It's a big stumbling.
It slows your progress.
That's right.
It stops your spiritual progress, man. Because you're
when
setting
you
your
have
eyes, you're
nothing,
putting your energies into it.
When you have nothing, you're forced to rely on Yahweh. But when you have money or you have other things, then you rely on that. And that takes away from your reliance on Yahweh. So it becomes a stumbling block.
That's when you start to sink.
That's when you start.
Now when Peter was walking towards Yahweh,
That's right.
he began to sink.
That's right.
Because other things started entering in. He started doubting the power, man. He started doubting.
He started doubting. And doubt is a form of a lack of faith.
You see that? And that's why he said here.
Tawada.
Same. Yeah. But doubt. Yeah. When you got doubt, it stops the spirit, man. That's why I said, be not dismayed at their faces, or I will confound you before them.
That's right.
Because if you're dismayed at their faces, at the faces of our people and at the faces of the people, then why are you dismayed at their faces? Because you're doubting, man. You're doubting this truth.
You're right. You're doubting the word, you're doubting the faith, you're doubting the truth.
That's right.
You're doubting Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
And the last bit is you're cleaving unto your enemies because you're trusting in your enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
Esau, and the Edomites and the Goiams and the 2/3.
Yeah.
Rather than Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
A part of you is still worldly, man. You're still afraid of what people might think or think of you. Or when you stand out boldly, there's no fear in him that trusteth in the Lord. You've got no fear. You're fearless. You're like a warrior on the battlefield. You're like one of them ancient men that was with David, man. You know? That's one of the teachings in warfare. You're not meant to hesitate. When you attack, like an animal doesn't hesitate to kill you, man. He's just gonna run up on you and tear you and throw your bow to you, man. He's not gonna hesitate. So So when you're in this word, when you're in this truth, you're separated unto the Lord, man. You know, you're separated unto nothing else. So all your energy, you to love the Lord with all your strength, all your you know. What does it say? Let me get it. It's in Mark. Right? Let me get it. Oh, wait. The St. Mark 12 verse 29. And Yahweh shall answer them. The first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our God is one Lord. And thou shalt love Yahweh thy God with all thy heart, with all your mind, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment.
That's right. Can you just read the first bit again?
Yeah, verse 29.
Hear, O Israel, the first bit. The Lord our God is one Lord. Can you just read that again?
And Yahweh shall answer them. And Yahweh shall answer them. The first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our God is one Lord.
Shemai Yasha'Allah, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad.
That's right.
That's the Paleo Hebrew.
That's how they say it.
Yep. That's our motto too.
You gotta love the Lord with all your
heart.
might. And that's a strict commandment, because then you know that anything else is Satan, man. It's all there to lead you off. That's why I said you're not meant to turn to the left hand or to the right hand, man. Because anything else on either side is going to meet to your destruction. The flood and the nuclear fire, man. The second death.
Choose one.
You got to choose.
Choose life.
Choose life.
Yeah.
Choose life, man.
Yeah, it tells you the choice. It says choose life.
Because like the church in Laodicea, they chose death without realizing.
That's right.
They chose their riches.
That's right.
Their riches blinded them. That's what it says, anoint you with eye salve that they may see. Where no vision is, the people perish, man. You perish, you dead. You're dead because you don't see afar off. You don't see what's coming. You don't see the judgment that's coming. That's why Demas was a fellow laborer of Paul. And what happened to him? He fell back into the world, man.
That's right.
Because he loved his present life.
That's right.
There are certain guys that were in the truth with Paul and they dropped out, man.
Come back. That's scary.
And so 2
That's
Timothy
one of the
4,
things that I pray for. That never happened to me, man. That's one of my prayers.
you know, Demas is back here again. Demas is back here again.
Yeah.
But he's not of the elect.
I want to be a bugger.
He tasted of the heavenly gift. And now there's a certain looking for perdition and destruction for him, man. Let me get it. 2 Timothy 4, verse 8. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. And not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Because we look for his appearing, man. Men sworn unto Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, sworn to feed the sheep. Why? Because we all love his appearing. We have all the more confidence in that day. We are confident now. How much more will that day come? That's it. And there's going to be a crown laid up for us.
That's right.
What does a crown represent? Rulership, man.
Rulership, authority, power, leadership.
Yeah. Governance.
And also connection to the Most High too.
Right.
Victory. That's right. That's
So we're going to be joint heirs.
That's
with
right.
Yahweh.
That's right.
You're going to be adopted back again. That's a sign of the Most High's favor. It said, do thy diligence to come shortly unto me. Verse 10. For Demas have forsaken me, having loved this present world, and is departed unto Thessalonica.
Wow.
See,
Wow.
a certain man said, you know what?
Wow.
Oh man, I'm about this world, man. You know the servant that made excuse. That said, I must needs go see to my wife, or I have a piece of land I have to go see to it, man. He said, I got this world, man. I gotta go see to the world, man.
Remember that rich young Hebrew Israelite that asked Yahweh and he said, "Good master, what can I do to be perfect or to follow you?"
Yeah.
Remember, and he told him, "Well, sell all your belongings," and he's like, "Nah, I can't."
Nah, man, I can't. See, he had two right in front of him.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, he said good master, so he must have had some type of faith to
Yeah, he
acknowledge
did.
Yahweh Shai.
He did.
He must have had some type of faith. Right, let me get it, bro.
Yeah.
And it's the pardon unto, right, Thessalonica. What's that one?
Scary. When you think about it, it's scary. That's
Right. This is Matthew 19, verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is the Most High. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Right. Keep the commandments, man. Saved by grace, does that mean that we can just do as we want? No. You're going to show respect to the Most High laws, the laws of the universe, the laws of life, man. Right? He said unto him, which Yahushua said, Thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness.
That's right.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
That's right.
And thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. The young man saith unto him, All these things have I kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Yahushua said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. Go and sell that you have, man. Meaning you're trading in your life for this life.
That's right.
You're losing your life that you may find your life.
That's right.
Because if you find your life, your eye is set upon this, man, like Demas, man. Having loved this present world. You can't love two things, man. You're going to love the one or hate the other.
That's right. And also the people that are rich now in Esau's kingdom, they've already got their reward. So they're not seeking reward in the kingdom to come. But they're already getting their reward here. So they're in the wrong mindset.
I also want to say as well, this kingdom is temporal, man.
That's right.
So even when you're investing into a business, it's going to perish.
That's
But
right.
we're investing into is everlasting. So
That's right.
We can't compare it, man.
See, that's exactly what.
That's right.
The things that are seen are temporal.
That's right.
That says, verse 22, it says, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. That's verse 21. So when you're sacrificing this life that you're in, man, you're saying that this is not my portion. And you're plainly saying that you desire a city that's not of this world. Yeah, Yahweh said this world is, my kingdom is not of this world. That's what he said to, what's this guy? Is it Pontius Pilate? That's what he told him, man.
Pontius Pilate.
They say my father's house is many mansions.
There are many mansions.
So it's not even, it's a whole nother level.
Right? So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something,
The
bro.
kingdom is not of this world.
Wow.
Right, the kingdom was not of this world, but I was going to say something else, man.